Check ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your first purchase with TCG Center 5 code. You can also trade your Pokemon bulk for a new Sun.
How's it going, guys? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at Kommo-o GX deck in a standard format. So, this is the Dragon deck featuring Kommo-o GX, Reshiram, and Hydreigon. 240 HP Stage 2 Pokemon with that Amenity Press for 30, Shred for 130, and Ultra Uppercut GX for 240, which can probably one-hit knock out everything with the Choice Band or Professor's Kukui. So, first attack is very good because you can attack for 30 and reduce damage for 30. With the help of the Pearl City, you can even reduce damage from some of the Pokemons for like minus 50. Shred can go through everything, so we don't need something like Pokemon Ranger. And of course, Ultra Uppercut GX can just strike for 240. Against Fairies, we're not gonna have good time, and that's pretty much it. True Retreat cost is pretty sweet because we can have True Retreat with the Hydreigon, so I kinda like that. 15 Pokemon, 35 training cards, and 10 energies. The strategy of this deck is to start with the Reshiram, of course, use the advantage of the Turbo Blaze, and turn 2 you can just Rare Candy into your Kommo-o GX and use Ultra Uppercut for 240 and start to attack with your Shred for like 180 or 160, depending if you're gonna have Choice Band and Kukui, and that's pretty much it. That's the game strategy. So, 4-1-3 line of the Kommo, 2 Reshirams with the Turbo Blaze, 2 Hydreigons for the Dragon Road in case if the one is priced, we can still have the second one, 1 Tapu Lele GX and 2 Shamies for the setup. From the item cards I'm running, of course, is always 1 copy of Escape Rope because it's too good card, especially for this deck, because you can just use Turbo Blaze, retreat for free to another Reshiram, Turbo Blaze, Escape Rope, to your Kommo GX and strike for like 130, 160, 180, 240, 260, 290, blah blah blah, goes on like that. 1 copy of Field Blower, simply because we can remove Tool and Stadium from play. 2 Nest Balls and 4 copies of Ultra Ball for the setup here. With a Nest Ball, we can grab Hydreigon and Reshiram and put it down to the bench without too many problems. With Rare Candy, we can simply goes from the Genmu to the Kommo, and I'm running 4 copies of Rare Candies in total, 1 Special Charge and 1 Super Road, so I can recycle my resources back to my deck. 2 copies of Trainer's Mails in this build. So basically, with Trainer's Mail, we can look at the top 4 cards of our deck and pick any trainer card expected for Trainer's Mail we find there. 4 Ultra Balls, as I mentioned earlier, and 4 copies of the VS Seekers. Stadium decision was, of course, Pearl City, because with the Pearl City, we can get rid of the Shaman and Tapu Lele from the bench. Plus, we can also reduce the damage for 20 more from the Grass, Fire, and Water Pokemons, which can definitely be very good matchups in our favor, especially because we can also use that first attack for only 1 energy and reduce damage for like a 50. From supporter cards, I'm running, of course, 1 copy of Hex Maniac, so I can shut down my opponent's abilities. Of course, also my abilities after I use them. 1 copy of Lysander, 1 copy of Kukui for extra 20, as I mentioned earlier. Same as the 1 copy of Skyla, because with Skyla we can search a deck for any trainer card, which is very important to get that Rare Candy in play. 3 copies of N and 4 copies Professor Sycamore's, mainly here for the drop support, and 2 tools, only 2 tools in this build are Choice Band, so we can also attack for 30 more our opponent GXs and EX active Pokemons with the Pokemon that Choice Band is attached to it. 10 energies, 4 of them are going to be Double Dragon and 6 of them are going to be regular basic fire energies. I really like the idea of the deck and I think it's very powerful. You should definitely watch the battle till the end because it was very epic battle. At the end, I managed to win, so I actually spoiled the game here. But anyways, I hope you're gonna subscribe to the channel if you already didn't, and hit the like button because it's actually gonna help me a lot. Make sure to check CCG Castle if you're looking for any of these cards. Also, make sure to check my video description because you can find their link where you can trade your bulk for the Guardian Raising booster box, which is available worldwide. So yeah, it's definitely worth it to check it. Let's do some game tests so you can actually see this deck in action. So see you in the game. Alright, so opening hand, 1 copy of Reshiram and 1 Genmu. So I should definitely put my Genmu on the bench. I have opportunity to have 3 energies actually turn 1 attached to my Genmu, which is just insanely strong. So that Reshiram is the best start you can get. Ooh, there's a CORSAIR GX on the other side. So Shell Trap, 2 fire energies. During your opponent next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, put 8 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. That's insane. Nitro Tank, attach 5 energies from your discard pile to your Pokemons in any way you like. I mean, with Volcanion, that's just sick combo. So I don't feel how I'm actually favored in this matchup, no doubt about that. But I'm definitely trying to do my best here. So that's Ultra Ball for another Ultra Ball and a Lysander for my opponent Hoopa. And he can actually set up right now 3 more Volcanions, for example, or maybe 2 Volcanions and 1 Shaman. However, I have my Sycamore in my hand, which I'm probably just going to use for 7. And there's only 1 Volcanion EX and 1 Shaman for the setup with that Hoopa. Oh, he already had 1 more in his hand, so there's 1 Max Elixir. And that's going to be 1 energy for Volcanion, of course. Energy for the active CORSAIR GX, and of course, setup for 6. That's just broken. Yeah, I mean, it's very powerful attack. I mean, that Bright Flame is even more powerful than the Volcanic Hit for extra 30. There is 1 Scorched Earth. I kind of like the Scorched Earth fact just because, you know, I can also use it. And I can discard some of the fire energies from my hand in order to get 2 extra cards. And there is 1 M. Alright, so overall he even decided to end me at the end. But I managed to pull even better hand. That's in my opinion even better hand than it was. So there's a Trainer's Mail for the Floatstone. The problem is that he had a Lysander available in his discard pile. And I'm really scared about the fact that he had the Lysander in his discard pile. However, that's going to be 1 Trainer's Mail first for something like a Nest Ball. With the Nest Ball, I have opportunity to set up 1 more Reshiram on the bench. Or maybe Hydreigon. Let it be Reshiram for now. So I'm also going to use my Fire Energy for 2 extra cards. And I'm going to go with my Turbo Blaze. 1 energy from my hand, 1 Double Dragon Energy, 1 Ultra Ball, which is going to be for a Sycamore and a V-Seeker in this case. Of course, for the Shaman EX. Plus I can attach my Choice Band. And basically set up for 6. So I also have very powerful start here, no doubt about that. However, I'm thinking just maybe about playing that Kukui for now. And driving 2 extra cards. One of them is going to be Trainer's Mail, maybe for Ultra Ball. That's fine. That's fine. But overall, I think I'm just gonna pass for now. Next turn is gonna be a very powerful turn because I'm probably gonna have that rare candy for my Kommo-o GX. Of course, if my opponent decide not to play the V-Seeker for Lysander, of course, if he have even an opportunity to do that. Still, I decided to keep that Scorched Earth in play. There is Energy Retrieval, of course, which is very broken card for Volcanion, so he can grab 2 Fire Energies from his hand. Definitely he can steam up with the 1 and he can attach manually 2nd from his hand for that 3rd Tornado. But yeah, he definitely needs more than 2 steam ups for that Shell Trap and 1 hit knockout against my Reshiram. However, he can definitely go for the 1 hit knockout at this moment against one of my Jangmoos on the bench. There is no doubt about it, but I hope that's not gonna happen. And if I can start first here with my Kommo-o GX and with my Ultra Uppercut, I think that's going to be the nightmare for my opponent. So he can add 1 more Steam Up, which is going to be 9 damage counters extra. And right now he can Shell Trap for like 110. So yeah, 110 I guess better than nothing. And there's a V-Seeker, which is going to be for the Lysander. And probably it's the Lysander on my Shaman EX. For 2 prize cards, I don't know how smart that would be, to be honest. Oh no, so the V-Seeker for N. No, V-Seeker for N. Okay. I still don't want to waste my choice band just in case of the field blower, you know. Everything can happen. Oh, okay, I'm happy. There's a rare candy. Oh, there's also Fighting Fury Belt. Okay, with the Fighting Fury Belt, he still have 230, which is exactly how many I can use with my Ultra Uppercut. Actually, I can go for like 240. That's sweet. Anyways, Shell Trap for 120. My Reshiram barely managed to survive. He had broken tail, broken leg, broken everything. But at least I have my Kommo-o GX in play and a Sycamore for 7. This Sycamore needs to be good, or this is gonna be just bad. Yeah, at least I have Nest Ball, so that Nest Ball will saves the day here for the Hydreigon. There is no doubt about that. Hydreigon will saves the day. However, I have my Double Dragon Energy available. Plus, I have opportunity to use my Turbo Blaze, which I'm definitely not gonna do. I'm gonna do. Yeah, I should do that. Turbo Blaze for a treat down to my Kommo, and right now that just Ultra Uppercut GX from nowhere for 270. Yeah, I'm gonna take 8 damage counters, but I'm just perfectly fine with that. All I really need is a V-Seeker for that Kukui, and I can go for like 180 with my Shred. What else I need? I mean, that's just insane. However, I have another Kommo-o GX available in my hand with the rare candy. And of course my opponent needs to hit few different cards right now. He definitely needs couple max elixirs, of course, and fire energy from his hand. He actually needs to hit one max elixir and manually attach one energy from his hand, so he can go for 130. And then 130 plus 80 is gonna be 210. And all he really needed in addition to that is one steam up or one copy of the choice band, so he can knock out my Kommo-o GX. However, even if that happens, I will have my rare candy available for my Jangmu. So still I can respond striking for like 130. Oh, there's a Tapu Lele GX with the Wonder Tank, so let's see what he can grab with it. I don't like the new full art and hyper rare arts. That's gonna be Tapu Lele for N. Okay, I'm happy with that for sure. All I just need after that N is a V-Seeker, and I need somehow to prevent my opponent from knocking out my Kommo. So if he misses Max Elixir, I'm gonna be just perfectly fine here. However, there is a Max Elixir, and there is gonna be energy card for his Volcanion. Still, he need manual energy from hand and one steam up, or that choice band for the knockout against my Kommo-o GX. So let's see if he can find all necessary cards for that move. If not, I'm just gonna shred for like 160. Yeah, I'm gonna shred for like 160, or maybe I'm just gonna retreat. There is right now a few different options. There is a V-Seeker. There we go. There we go. Exactly what I was looking for. So V-Seeker for Kukui. Double Dragon Energy to be attached. One Kukui for 2. There is a rare candy, however, there is no Kommo-o GX in my hand. Should I play my Pearl City right now and get rid of my Shaman and Reshiram from the bench? And also reducing my damage that my opponent can do to me? Yeah, I think that's definitely a great time to do it. So, thanks a lot Reshiram and Shaman. And that's gonna be shred for 180. So I'm down to 2 prize cards, which means all I really need is just that another Kommo-o GX in case of the knockout, or of course V-Seeker for that another Professor's Kukui, so this game can be done in my favor. So 2 versus 6 prize cards at this moment. I'm losing from the I'm winning against the Volcanion, which I'm definitely surprised here. So there's another Flowstone, of course. Alright, and a baby Volcanion. Right now, things are a little bit different. Simply because at this moment, my opponent needs 160 damage counters. plus 20 more for the Pearl City. So he needs somehow to attack for 180. Of course, this is going to be V-Seeker for N, and I'm gonna go down to 2 cards. So he definitely needs a choice band, and he needs 1 steam up for the knockout here. Oof. What a top deck. What a N. For the Rare Candy and for the Kommo-o GX. That's a scam. Alright, so Fire Energy. At least he can retreat and maybe, you know, Power Heater for something like 0. But at least he can have a few energies attached to his Volcanions. But yeah, Kommo-o GX, very, very powerful, tanky Pokemon. Who in this situation, changing a game a little bit in my favor. Who knows what's going to be the top deck for me? I mean, all I really need is a V-Seeker. For that, of course, Kukui. Then I can go for the knockout against his Volcanion EX. But he decided to retreat down to Volcanion, so Power Heater will be for 0, no doubt about it. Pearl City definitely did a good job. Oh, he decided to attach energy to Tapu Lele. Oh, Skyla top deck. No way. No way that I'm just going to top deck Skyla as a top deck. Of course I'm going to use the Skyla here, which is going to be for something like a V-Seeker. What else I need? V-Seeker, and I think I'm just going to retreat right now down to my another Kommo for the free, of course, and strike with my Shred for 130. Why I'm doing that? Well, mainly because he can't one-hit knock out my active Kommo, and he's definitely gonna need to somehow remove my choice band from the benched one. Because I do have V-Seeker available in my hand, and I can strike for 180 without too many problems, which will be more than enough to go for one-hit knockout against any of his EXs. Plus, I have V-Seeker, which means that I can also Lysander, worst possible scenario for his Shaman EX on the bench. So, however, this is a GG, and I think that he can't simply recover from that position anyways. So, Kommo-o GX, interesting card. Interesting card, unfortunately. Weakness down to the Fairy Pokemons. You're not going to have good time against fairies, but at least you can take some weakness policies, of course, always against fairy decks. But still, this is so beautiful to watch right now. But of course, that's going to be the V-Seeker for another N here. He desperately trying to do something here, but yeah, it's not going to happen, I guess. I mean, the game is still not over. The game is definitely still not over, so that's going to be one escape rope. As long as there is a stadium card in play, I can have free retreat with my Reshiram, so I don't need to worry as long as I have my Reshiram, of course, and Hydreigon in play with the stadium. Even worse for my opponent. He definitely needs to trade knockout here. Field blower, alright. Field blower, so that's okay. I mean, I can't use my field blower, but I might see the best here. But he definitely needs to attack my Reshiram for 130, no doubt about it. So Volcanic hit for 110. So still he can't even one-hit knock it out. Fire Energy is a top deck, which I'm definitely going to use for my Hydreigon. So, time to retreat down to my Kommo-o GX. Time to use my Field Blower and to discard my opponent Floatstone in play. And again attack with my Shred for like 130. If he wants to retreat, he can do that, no doubt about it. The game is still going on. I have 23 cards left. I'm not even close to deck out compared to my opponent hand. He only have 8 cards available. So, yeah. Well, we are still here. The game is going on. Unfortunately, few turns, my opponent just ends me from turn to turn, and I was not able to recover my hand. There's another Tapu Lele GX, which means he can maybe just strike a Lysander or Ranger here. Anyways, I have energy attached to my Hydreigon, so I really don't need to worry even about a Lysander play here. So, Fisherman. Alright. Tapu Lele for the Fisherman. I mean, at least he can attack with the Tapu Lele for like 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. 2-hit Nagato is possible with the Tapu Lele. However, I'm probably just after that going to retreat down to my Kommo, no doubt about it. So there's a V-Seeker which is going to be for a Lysander play. I might see the Lysander play down to my Kommo with the 80 damage counters. Maybe, yeah, probably. For like 120. He still didn't play a Fisherman thing, but he wasted a last V-Seeker available. So, yeah, last V-Seeker played for my opponent, and he have only one opportunity right now. So he will try to knock me out somehow with his Tapu Lele. Still, I'm just looking forward for the V-Seeker as a top deck, and that's going to be the victory for me. So 120, give me the V-Seeker as a top deck. Hex Maniac is a top deck. Which I'm definitely gonna play. I don't need to do that, but I'm gonna use it. So Shred for 130. If he wants, he can retreat. If he wants, he can retreat. But yeah, we are still here. This is like 20+ minute game, I guess. I'm still trying to win. I put my opponent in a chess mat position, but I simply can't drop that V-Seeker for the victory. All I really need is a V-Seeker for the Lysander, and I'm gonna knock out his Shaman on the bench. However, he's very limited on the resources at this moment. All he can do is maybe retreat and attack me for like 120 again with another Tapu Lele, but then I can just respond. No, he finally decided to concede, so that's the GG, guys. Finally, my opponent decided to concede, and yeah, 18 minutes battle. It was definitely interesting to watch. Once again, there's a full deck list. Yeah, I didn't expect to win against Volcanion, but at the end I managed to beat Volcanion, so I'm more than happy. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Also, make sure to let me know what you think about this deck in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. Have a nice day wherever you are. We'll see you in the next video, and yeah, goodbye.